Hi, I'm Joel Goodman and this is my latest video for the channel. Thank you for the request. This is for the grade 3 piece Clowns. So make sure you've got a pencil, you've got your music and a piano, and let's get started. So, by grade 3 you should be reasonably confident at working out the notes. So let's just put the music a little lower to begin with, hopefully it won't fall over. So I'm looking at line 1 with the right hand. The music's in 2/4, but when I teach this piece I like to imagine that it's got 4 beats in the bar. I actually like to imagine that there are 4 quavers in the bar, so I actually count in 4 when I teach this piece to begin with. So I imagine that there are 4 quavers in a bar, okay? So if there are 4 quavers in a bar, we start on beat 4. Now, don't worry if you don't fully understand this, still just listen to the music, you can still get going even if you don't quite understand what I mean about the quavers. But we are working to the quaver beat. So we start off. That's our first little section. Now if I do that with counts, we start on beat 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. You may have noticed that I counted to 3 on this note because a dotted crotchet equals 3 quavers. Okay? So line 1 is quite straightforward with the right hand. All the notes are under the hand. The most important thing to remember is whether it's a C sharp, you may want to write that in C sharp, C, C sharp, C, C sharp, C, oh, and C sharp. Okay, so it's constantly changing between C sharp and C. I'll play line 1 one more time. So 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. Okay, the other hand, excuse my creaky chair, I think I must be getting heavier. Left hand starts on an A, it goes up to an E, down to an E, and back to an E. So it's just A, E, 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 A, E, E, E. That's the whole line. It just keeps going on and on and on and on. So you just got to get used to that pattern. A, E, E, E. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Going back to what I was talking about counting quavers, you can see very clearly in each bar actually 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you imagine above it 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, you can line them up. So here goes line 1, hands together. Okay, little shortcuts in this piece. Middles. No, wait, what am I talking about? So I'm going to write this in. So here, I'm putting a 3 because they're both finger 3. And I think at the end of the bar, they're both thumbs. Then middles. Then thumbs. Then thumbs. Then middles. Then thumbs. Then nothing to say. Middles. Okay, so if you look, 3s, 1s, 3s, 1s, 1s, 3s, 1s, 3s, it just creates a bit of a mirror, so we can use that to help us remember. Middles, oh, missed it out, thumbs there. Go again. Middles, thumbs, thumbs, middles, thumbs, thumbs, middles, thumbs, middles. Right, on to line 2. Same kind of rhythm. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, rest. Okay. Line 2, just watch out for perhaps some of the stretching. We start to move the hand, G sharp and G. First time G sharp, a lot of my pupils play them both the same or the wrong way round. First one's G sharp, second one's G. And then we move. We really have to move the hand there. Not stretch, but we move the hand, a new position here. Okay, so I'll play the right hand again, starting from the last 2 notes of line 1. 1, 2, rest. Okay, left hand, still pretty easy, same pattern, it's still going along. Rest, we move to F, and it's the same pattern. So if we put it together, let's have a look at what happens. Oh, sorry, what am I doing? I'm going from the last beat of line 1. Move and move. Okay, that's line 2 done. Let's move on to line 3. So, right hand. Okay, I'll just go through that bit again. I'll just play it again. So, do you know what? I prefer to go from the beginning of the section. It makes better sense musically. Okay, that's that line. I don't think there's anything there that should catch you out too much. Just watch out perhaps for the A's and the A flats. The first note's A, and then you have an A flat, then an A, then an A flat. So perhaps watch out for those. Left hand coming up. So it's the same pattern. F, C, 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 F, C, 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 F, C, C, rest. Okay, now here's a place where some of my pupils have got a little bit stuck. You've got to work out the notes for your chord. All cows eat. That's what I was saying. I don't know what your teacher teaches you, but E. The top line is an A, and hopefully you recognise that middle C. E, A, C. The fingers are in the book. Okay? So we play that chord. E, A, C. So it goes 1, 2, rest. Finger 5 stretches over or slides over to D sharp. The top 2 notes stay the same. We do that 3 times. The 4th time, some of my pupils get a bit lazy and they try and cheat and get away with the same chord again. The chord has changed. All cows see D. All cows eat grass, G sharp. A space to a space means you miss a letter, G, A, B. So D, G sharp and B. And I would use fingers 1, 2 and 5 still. And the low note, do you know what it is? The low note after that chord? If my pupils get this wrong at grade 3 and above, I call them a dodo. That is not middle C. So many of my pupils say middle C. It's really low. Okay, it's a low E. Okay, that is an E. Alright, so let's just do the left hand chords. I've just realised I've gone past the end of line 2. I'm getting in a muddle now, but I'll do these chords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put line 3 hands together. So Alright, I'm going to go from the beginning of the section here. So. Okay, so I carried on. This is the same as the bars before, pretty much. The chord is different, we just line them up with the other notes. Then, halfway through line 4, we're back to normal, repeated material. But I will say one thing a lot of my pupils have messed up on is these last two notes. Okay, they are quavers and it sounds like this, if I play the section before. So. And a lot of my pupils, so if you heard that was very even, wasn't it? It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But what a lot of my pupils have done is something like this when they learn it. They just treat it like the beginning, but at the beginning, semi-quavers, here, quavers. So don't do that, it's even, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're now looking at the ending. I'm picking up from here, bar 21, E, right hand. Okay, some tricky bits at the end. The thumb tucking under on the E. I like to draw an arrow sometimes to remind myself my thumb's tucking under. And then the G sharp, a little bit fiddly there. Thumb tucks under again, and this time it plays a G natural. And then also, after you play that E, there's a change of position there. So there's a lot going on in the end. I'll just play the right hand again. Under, G sharp, move, under, G, move, under. Now, so you played an E, then you used 2 on the same note, and 1 and 4. I like to use 1 and 5 at the end. Okay, I don't follow the book. I think I use a 1 and a 5. All right. If your teacher likes you to use 2 and 5, you stick with that. Don't go saying Joel said you can use 1 and 5. Well, you could say that, but don't annoy your teachers. Right. Let's look at the left hand. So the left hand, the same old pattern on an A, E, 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 A, E, E. We get to the end of that, and then our last few chords here, we have this. We're 1 and 3 on C and E, then 1 and 4 B, and then 1 and 5. And a tip with music, the way we get better at reading it is we get quicker at spotting the patterns. You may see the top note stays the same. So we're just coming down with finger 4 and finger 5. So let's have a listen to the final line. Move. And there we have it. But that ending especially, I know takes my pupils quite a long time to get. So if I look at the last 2 bars, and practice little bits like that. Now the next one, and the next one. I hope that tutorial helped you. Clowns is one of my favourite pieces in grade 3 to teach. It's a lovely piece to teach a pupil. It is quite straightforward, but it's got its fiddly bits. So I hope the video helps you to solve some problems. If you've got any other questions, pop them in the comments, and I hope to help you all more soon with your grades. Thank you for watching, and keep practicing.